Pokemon Duel trainers. Laurentis? Did the developers break the meta on purpose? First Mega Rayquaza with the triple Altarius? Now triple Laurentis? Where's my calculator? Stay tuned! It's showtime!
We could be.
What's up, trainers? It's your host, Professor Showtime, here with another educational, with an always informative, with an always entertaining, enlightening episode of Pokemon Duel. Boom! Back at it like Pokemon Duel addicts, and boy, do I have a show for you guys. Oh my goodness gracious, Laurentis. I made a Laurentis spotlight about 3 months ago when Laurentis was first dropped, and I said Laurentis was the winner of the banner. I guess the developers did not want me to be a liar. They did not want me to be a liar. Look at the buff they gave this figure. Oh my goodness gracious. This figure came out in April, and now it's getting a +5 damage for each grass type Pokemon on the field. Originally, it was a +2 damage for each grass type figure on the field, but now it's +5. You guys might be saying, Showtime, that's not much, +5, come on. Yeah, but we gotta carry the one. We gotta do the new math. We gotta break out our PhD, put on your glasses, put on your spectacles. Let's put on our thinking hat caps. Let's think a little bit. +5 per grass type figure on the field. If you have a full grass team, right? 6 grass type figures, you'll be getting +30 damage. But this affects stacks. So if you're able to run 3 Laurentises on the team or 3 Laurantis on the field, you're going to be looking at +30 per Laurentis. So +30, +60, +90. So you're going to be looking at +90 damage for all of your grass type figures on the field. Yeah. The community was laughing about Mega Rayquaza. Saying Mega Rayquaza's damage was stupid and broken with the Altarias, and Altaria was giving, you know, plus 60 damage, 20, 40, 60. It was giving +60 to the Rayquaza, right? But this thing, it could give +90 to all grass type figures. You know, it doesn't have to be like a grass and a flying, you know. The stipulation with the Altaria Rayquaza has to be both dragon and flying synergy. So, you know, figures like Noivern or Rayquaza, those figures fit perfectly with Altaria because Altaria is a dragon and flying. But Laurentis is just grass. So any figure gets to +90. So you can have Tabebuia, you can have Sceptile into Mega Sceptile, you can have a Shaman. Anything is getting a +90 buff. Plus itself is getting a +90 buff. So the community was laughing. I want to see what the community thinks about this. This is hysterical. My goodness gracious, this is hysterical. So let's get into it. What are the cons about Laurentis? Look at that miss. Look at that miss. That's a lot of miss. You can probably get the miss down to about 8, 4, and 4, but still, it's still a lot of miss. You can't get it to like you can't get it to a level 4 miss. You're gonna have at least level 8 miss at level 10, right? That's the one bad thing about it. But after that, that's it. You know, you might be saying Showtime is gonna be weak to like purple attacks or like rendezvous and stuff like that. But that's what we have Tabebuia for. Tabebuia helps out with that. But you know, that's about me with my Laurentis rant. You know, I feel that this figure is going to be super duper useful in the meta if people are brave enough to craft 3 of them. Let me know in the comments down below, do you feel that people are going to craft the Laurentis, especially to combat the Rayquaza that are on the field? I mean, let's face it, this may give Rayquaza a run for his money. You put out a couple Sceptiles on the field or Mega Sceptiles, you know, you could have something. You put out some Virizians, especially with the Grass Knot or something, like +90 to a Virizian, +90 to a Sceptile, you know, it's something. It's something. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a quick match of Laurentis in action. It's going to be a grass deck. Both teams are going to have Laurentis. But remember, guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It helps me bring out more educational, more entertaining content quicker. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and go ahead and click that bell to get a notification the next time we live stream. Without further ado, let's get into the match. So before we get into the match, let's break down the deck really quickly. First things first, we know what Lurantis does, right? Lurantis is the OP figure. He's the cornerstone of the deck. You know, the deck runs most efficiently, most effectively with three Laurentis, but unfortunately I don't have 3 Laurentis, so we're just gonna have to rock out with 1. I'm gonna get plus 30 damage to each of my grass type figures when all of my grass type figures are on the field. Now this deck is a little bit different because this game is a little bit different because I am playing against a grass type deck as well. So in addition to me getting plus 30 for all 6 of my figures on the field, I will get plus 30 for my opponent's figures to be on the field as well. So if my opponent is playing with 6 grass type figures and they're on the field, and I have 6 grass type figures on the field, that means I'm gonna get in 12 times 5, which is 60. I'll be getting plus 60 per Laurentis on the field. So imagine if I had 3 Laurentiis, right? You know, I could possibly have up to plus 180 damage. Mind blown. All right, so let's get into the deck. To me, in my opinion, from my perspective, my vantage point, I feel that Decidui is the best partner to go in with Laurentis. All right, check it out. The reason why is because of the Grass Knot. Look at the Grass Knot ability. You know, it hits for 30, but if you have 3 Laurentis, this Grass Knot is really hitting for 120. And you guys know what Grass Knot is, right? If your opponent hits for 120 or more, your opponent is knocked out instead of his. So it's either Decidui is going to straight up knock it out if it hits Grass Knot, or if your opponent lands attack over 120, your opponent is going to be knocked out. And the other 2 attacks are superior as well, because 120 plus 90 is going to be 210. So you have a 210 Spirit Shackle, and then you have a 90 plus 90 is going to be a 180 Phantom Arrow. And all of these are without any chain levels. So Decidui is a great figure. Also, Decidui has the ability to hop over all other figures on the field. And Decidui, when it comes onto the battlefield, if you have an opponent on the entry point, it's gonna spin. If it spins a purple, it's knocked out. I'm looking at you, Shaman. I'm looking at you, Shaman. Next up, no grass deck will be complete without Tabebuia. Tabebuia has a superior ability. Not only does it hit for 120 and 99, which is a lot more when you add 90 damage to it, but fairy type figures can't move through it, so you're stopping the Tapu Koko rushes. But the most coolest part of its ability is that on your turn, your opponent cannot knock you out with rendezvous moves. It can't move you to ultra space with Cyclone Kick, or it can't knock you out with Moongeist Beam. It can't knock you out. I mean, it ignored knockout and movement causing effects of attacks, so you're pretty free to attack with your grass type figures with Tabebuia on the field. So if you see a Moongeist Beam, if you see like a Lunala on the field, grass decks laugh at Lunala and figures like that on your turn. Next up, another superior figure to put in a grass deck is Sceptile into Mega Sceptile. And if you guys don't know what Mega Sceptile does, first of all, Sceptile has no miss at level 5. Mega Sceptile is a beast. It's 3 movement points. They've now given it the stealth hit. But the cool thing about Mega Sceptile is that when you evolve, it takes the Pokemon from the PC. It takes the grass type Pokemon from the PC and moves it to the bench. Think about Ampharos into Mega Ampharos, but on a smaller version. You know, Ampharos into Mega Ampharos, you can take figures from Ultra Space and move it directly onto the field. Mega Sceptile is not that strong. Mega Sceptile actually moves it from the PC and moves it to the bench, but it has to be grass type figures. But so in a deck like this, you really don't need a Max Revive. You can use Mega Sceptile, but if you run a Max Revive and Mega Sceptile, your opponent is going to have a lot of problems. And last but not least, what I want to talk about, this is going to make a huge comeback: Tropical Energy. If you guys are old school like me, if you guys like an original gangster like me playing Pokemon Duel from the beginning, Tropical Energy was in every grass deck because you had to counter the Deoxys decks, because Deoxys are respinning, you know, really wreaked havoc on the game. So to counteract that, we would pop a Tropical Energy, and Tropical Energy would stop respins. But that's not what Tropical Energy is going to be used for now, because there's not too many Deoxys attack forms out there. Right now, we're going to use Tropical Energy to cure status conditions. So what Tropical Energy does also for any flying or grass type figures on the field, even bug type figures on the field, it's gonna actually cure you of a status condition. So if you're playing against an ice deck and they try to freeze you, you can, and you're in a pickle, you can pop a tropical energy and all your figures will be unfrozen. If you're running against a fire deck and they burn you, you can actually pop a tropical energy and all your figures will be unfrozen. So tropical energy is gonna make its way back into the meta. I've actually included a Miracle Seed plate. I'm playing around with that just in case plus 90 damage isn't enough. You can include a Miracle Seed plate in your deck as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and play this duel. I'm not really too sure when I should be popping my Miracle Seed plate. I'm still playing around with that. My opponent is gonna come out. I'm gonna come out on my entry point. I'm gonna be a little bit aggressive, see what my opponent does. My opponent Ulysses knows exactly who he's playing. He knows he's playing Showtime, and he knows Showtime doesn't like aggressive decks, so he's gonna go ahead and be aggressive. Look at this. It makes no sense what he's doing. He's being aggressive. He's going for the win, and guess what, guys? He almost got it. I almost landed a miss. You guys see how close I was to a miss? Yeah. So now he goes to the PC. I'm gonna be able to bring my third Decidueye on the board. Looks like he might bring out, oh, he brings out his Lurantis. So he's going to start with his Lurantis right now. I'll bring out my Lurantis to counteract that. It looks like he's going to bring out his Dartrix on the inner corner. I'm going to match up with my Decidueye. That's a cool matchup for me. So he's going to bring out his Virizion. Virizion is a nice inclusion in the grass deck as well. You guys know Virizion has ability to swap spots with the Typhoon Slash. And Virizion also has a Grass Knot as well. Alright, so I'm going to have my Laurentis on the goal. I think Laurentis is best served as a goalie in my deck because I want to protect him as much as possible. Pros about Laurentis, it gives a lot of damage. Cons about Laurentis is that it has a lot of miss. So here, you guys take that for whatever you like. So, as I say that, he rolls a miss. My Decidueye hits for 145. Let's check to see how much damage we're doing right now. So, like I said, Decidueye has a lot of mobility. He was able to hop over from the entry point over my own Decidueye. Alright, so let's check it out. So, I'm gonna get, let's count how many grass type figures on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 grass type figures on the field, so it should be plus 50 damage. When I click on any of my figures, it's plus 50 damage. Plus 50 for Decidueye, plus 50 for Lurantis, plus 50 for Tabebuia. But my opponent is also gonna get plus 50 as well, because he has Lurantis on his field. So the plus 50 counts for my figures and for his figures. So it's all aggregate grass type figures on the field. Let's continue the match. So I'm going to hop over and I'm going to apply some super pressure. He's going to back up a little bit with his Gigantic. I'm going to pop a Miracle Seed plate. Don't know if that was necessary, but I think I did it for the video. So I'll pop the Miracle Seed plate just to show you guys the difference, and I'll show you guys the difference right now. He gets a Strength Sap. The Strength Sap places a full marker on itself, so that Gigantic cannot be knocked out on the next turn. It's like one of those, it's like a Mimikyu ability or something like that. So it can't be knocked out until you attack it again. But let's look at it. So this figure is going to have plus 70 because it has the Miracle Seed on it. But my other figures will be plus 50. See that? And his figures are plus 50 as well. But this one, since it has the Miracle Seed, it's plus 70 because Miracle Seed is plus 20 as long as it's on the field. Let's continue. My Decidueye is going to creep up. I'm going to attack. Don't know if that was the right move. And I land a miss. I get punished. So Miracle Seed or not, you go to the PC. He laughs at my Miracle Seed. So he's gonna attack my Decidueye. Does he get a Strength Sap again? No, he gets a Spore. So he's gonna put me to sleep. Rockabye baby, rockabye baby. Go to sleep, Decidueye. Go to sleep. Alright, so I'm gonna pop a Miracle Seed plate again. Don't know if that was the right move, especially going against a Virizion with the Grass Knot. You see he's gonna come down. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna attack. I need to get this Laurentis off the field. And I was not able to spin twice. I spun once and still got to 155. But I go to the PC, and now we both have 2 Pokemon in the PC. He's gonna go ahead and take the entry point, so we both have 1 entry point taken. He looks like he's gonna slide over his Dartrix, and look at Showtime being super aggressive. Look at this, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. If I miss this attack, he's gonna surround me, and I could be pretty much GG. But I luck out and get the roll. Don't try that at home, guys. Do not try that at home. So now it's his turn. What is he gonna do? He's gonna come down and he's gonna attack me. He's gonna attack me. I get the gold on purple. I get the lucky roll, and it's my turn. I got the initiative. What's gonna happen now? Am I gonna take the entry point? Nope. I'm gonna be Showtime. I'm gonna be extremely aggressive. I'm gonna threaten the goal. He has one chance. He's gonna double chance. He's going for the spore. He wants to put me back to sleep. Rockabye, baby. He has 2 chances for the spore. There's 1 chance. No, the spore doesn't go down, so he double chance. He goes again, and let's see what happens. No, he doesn't get the spore. No, I survive. I'm gonna just simply hop over him and take the goal. Good game, Ulysses. Showtime. But Decidueye. So guys, that's a little bit of how the Laurentiis work. Shout out to Ulysses. If you guys think people are gonna craft 3 Laurentis and have them run rampant like the Altarias run rampant, let me know in the comments down below. I mean, pound for pound, the Laurentis, the triple Laurentis is actually stronger than the triple Altaria. Yes, the pros and cons, the Altarias have the ability to exclude figures, but they also could exclude themselves. The pro is the Altaria does not have any miss, but the Laurentis do have miss. So let me know, the Laurentis can stack for 190. I mean, for plus 90 damage. The Altarias at max, they can stack for plus 60 damage. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel. I want to know if you guys feel the Laurentis, the triple Laurentis, is going to be meta or not. And remember, Pokemon Duel is not just a game, it's a serious game. And if you want to catch big fish, you have to go where the water is deep. This is Showtime, signing off. Peace, trainers.